Hey guys, welcome back to Clownfish TV. This is Neon. I am here with Geeky Sparkles.
Hello.
And I hope you guys had a very Merry Christmas, Merry holiday season, and I hope you're looking forward to the new year.
I'm afraid to look forward to the new year. I don't know what's going to happen in the new year. It's an election year. So
Yeah.
I'm just like, whatever I think the worst thing's going to happen is going to be, I'm just magnify that times 10.
One of the things that are going to happen in the new year, for sure, one of the things that's going to happen in the new year is that we're going to see a lot of unnecessary jobs get replaced by AI. Now, I don't think this is always a good thing. I want to be clear. We've been talking a lot about AI lately because it is creeping into the entertainment and media space. But in some cases, I think it is a very good thing because apparently Japanese studios are going to rely on AI more to do their translation to make sure that there are authentic translations for the West.
So they're not cousins in Sailor Moon?
I guess they wouldn't be cousins. No, they wouldn't be cousins. It's not a jelly donut. It's actually a rice cake. No, but actually there have been localizers. They call them localizers here in the U.S. in the West over the last couple of years that have decided that some of what Japan wants to send over here isn't very PC. So they've decided they were going to make some changes to the dialogue. A lot of times it has to do with pronoun usage.
Oh, they probably lose their shit over ghost stories.
They would. And a lot of the people who lost their shit over Vic Mignogna actually worked on ghost
we're the
stories.
ones who made up the words, and we're the ones who ad-libbed the shit out of ghost stories.
I know
We
the
watched
irony.
that, we're like, wait, and you're mad at him?
He's such a bigot. He's practically
I
a
know.
Nazi. Let's
I'm
make
like-
more homophobic jokes. Let's make more Nazi or let's
Like the
make more.
bunny, it's like it would never work because I'm black.
Oh my
Because you're
God.
black. Yeah. Those are the people that were mad at Vic Mignogna. But anyway, I digress.
So yeah, things are going to change. We're already seeing gaming journos get replaced, and now we're going to see localizers, Western localizers get replaced, and they're very, very angry. Now, this is a follow-up to a video we actually did several months ago where they said that manga studios were going to start using AI to translate their content as well. Now, if you train the AI properly, it will give you a pretty authentic, direct translation. But we can't have that in the West. We can't have that because, the Japanese don't respect pronouns. Japanese, they're too rude.
Japanese are far more progressive than the U.S. was until recently. I mean, like, seriously, they were, like I said, Sailor Moon. That was back, the 90s? And they had the lesbians, and they were saying that they were cousins here. They were more progressive than we were. Ranma, yes.
I mean,
that
come
was the other one.
on.
Ranma.
It's so, yeah, but it's just so funny that, the Japanese no longer want to be held hostage, I guess, by the West in their translations. And I do think this is actually a good thing because we've seen in a lot of cases, I mean, sometimes, a product has to be worked on a little bit to make it over here. But, that was 20, 30 years ago. A lot of the changes to a lot of the anime to get them over to the West, that was a long time ago. Now people want authentic translations. Japanese are like, fine, yeah, we'll give you an authentic translation. We don't have to rely on these companies because we don't know what the hell they're going to do with it.
Right. Well, there was companies in trouble because they were changing entire stories.
I think it was Seven Seas. I think
Seven Seas.
They were cutting things out. And again, this is the work of these. They're not translators. That's what they're supposed to be. They're localizers, which means that they change it to suit Portland.
Right, because translators would translate it as close as they could.
Right.
Yeah, these people want to change the story to make it what they want it to be.
So let's talk about this. So toxic masculinity and making fun of certain groups of people. It's back on the menu now. The Japanese have their way. Before we get into it any further, please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants. Guys, get woohoo if you do.
Woohoo.
Go out to shopclownfish.com. Second chance offer for Crimson Wren. And previously on Clownfish TV, Geeky has been boxing up a bunch of these books. You guys
Yes, I personally boxed them all up.
you guys have been very, very awesome. Lots and lots of books going
Just
out
start
the
kissing
door.
each one, but I don't.
No,
But
that's creepy. Don't do that.
No, but I do. I box them all. My fingerprints are probably on the tape.
Boxed with love. Boxed with love. Now they're going to get into this super secret Clownfish bunker. They can take your fingerprint off the tape and they can, get in the door that way.
Yeah. Sure.
So anyway, yeah, apparently this is making people mad. It's the Ancient Magus Bride AI controversy. Sets a bad precedence for manga translations. It seemed like only a matter of time, but AI is going to be used to translate manga.
But they've been saying this for a while now. This isn't new.
This is Game Rant trying to be like, don't rely on AI, guys. We'll get to that. Let's get to Niche Gamer first. And they ripped the Band-Aid right off, and they talk about how salty and pissy these localizers are because they're unnecessary now. Localizers have been upset of the recent news of the series The Ancient Magus Bride getting a simultaneously English AI translation. Why not? Why not? Why not do it at the same time? Here's some tweets from localizers about the news. Here's Katrina Leadnaudkis, hashtag human translator. I don't have words for how embarrassing and disappointing this is.
Well, that's how I feel about a lot of things.
I know, right? Instead of paying a human to do a quality job, they're using
Quality's up for debate.
instead of paying a human to change everything to make it more palatable to me and my activist friends. They're using AI to get a mediocre product for free.
Well, they're going to have to still have somebody go over it to make sure it works. You know what I mean?
Well, this is what I'm talking about. Like, AI is here to stay, guys. It doesn't matter if you love it, hate it, whatever. It's here to stay. There does need to be a human element for now. So I think what we're going to have is we'll have like a bot farmer, basically one person overseeing this content. And you probably will have one person who can be trusted, or maybe you'll have a Japanese person who is fluent in English to go over these.
Yes, that's it. You're going to have somebody go over it because, yeah, AI can do certain things, but it's going to need to be checked by a human to make sure that it does work.
Yeah. So is this how little they think of English-speaking audiences? No, it's how little they think of English-speaking human translators.
Yes. Well, the localizers.
The localizers. This is what they think of you. They're going to step right over you because they're probably looking at this like, hey, this is not what this character said.
Most audiences want an actual translation that's as close to the original as possible.
Yeah, they do. Now, again,
wait, you have to read the rest. Machine translation isn't smart enough to handle audio-visual work like TV, movies, anime, manga, etc., which is why you need a person to double-check it. I wrote an entire essay about it back in January 2021. What, were you not getting enough work? Were no one hiring you to be a localizer, so you had to write an essay?
Anime is booming. Like, if you were actually in demand, they would be hiring you for sure. You would have no problem getting work. The problem is you're an activist who wants to use, probably, I don't know personally, but you're probably an activist who wants to use the popularity of anime as a platform to change translations because of those toxic chuds who like anime.
Right. Yeah, before it wasn't chuds, but now it's chuds because of narrative. Yeah, they're already criminally underpaid, which is probably true. But due to the intrusion of machine translation in the field as a whole and the demand to work in the entertainment industry, meaning there's a lot of competition probably, didn't get people to work cheap. That's what happened to comics, though. And look what happened there. At least show your fans and creators more respect by giving them a human translation. If you're going to change everything, then that's not being respectful to the fans because the fans want to know what it said, not what your version of it says, what it actually said. I'm not saying this person particularly is the one who does it in particular. I'm just saying in general.
I am thinking if Niche Gamer is singling this person out, that they are one that does this.
Yeah, probably.
So there are a lot of localizers, they call themselves, not translators. There is a difference. A localizer will take a script and they will make edits to that script to take out anything they deem to be offensive. A lot of times they proclaim themselves sensitivity readers on top of everything else. Pretty much. That's basically what they are. They're the anime equivalent of sensitivity readers. They go through and they edit and try to. They're like, well, we have to bring it to a Western audience by changing the sensibilities.
So the ones who probably pissed off about Rising of Shield Hero and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And Japan's stepping right over you.
Yeah, so are fans, just FYI.
Yeah, they are. They are. They tried very hard to get rid of Shield Hero. They've been attacking Attack on Titan for a while. Remember those ridiculous articles a couple of years ago, Sci-Fi Girls or whatever the hell that blog was called? They're like, any anime that has military uniforms, that's problematic. Oh, you're not allowed to dress as Tanya at a convention because it's Nazi adjacent. You can't dress as anything.
Yes.
Any kind of military
outfit was bad
because it makes because all the 20-somethings from Portland are going to get PTSD.
It's not always Portland. Don't be picking on
not just Portland, also Brooklyn. It was actually the New York Anime Con or New York Comic Con or something. They're like, you can't dress in military attire as cosplay because it's going to give these 20-something
panic attacks,
handlebar mustache, blue-haired, whatever.
Back in the day, 20-somethings were at war. In other countries, they are now, and even younger. But
Yes.
you guys need a safe space from somebody dressed in a military costume for an anime character. It looks like that.
Isn't that a little weird?
Like,
I mean, you want to talk about, we talked about the pussy wagon yesterday.
That was fun.
This is the pussification. You all hopped on board the pussy train.
I told you, Hollywood's
Pussy
a bunch
Town.
of pussy-ass bitches.
Pussy-ass bitches on the pussy train to Pussy Town.
Hey, but there are some really tough women, so you have to be careful how you say that. Anyway.
Well, I don't know. Have a few kids, I'm sure it'll toughen you up. Yeah, basically, don't fire me, bro. That's what she's saying. And that's what all these gaming journos are trying. You see this like desperation. They're all like, but wait, AI can't do our jobs. We're essential workers. People need expert criticism of video games and the toxic masculinity surrounding the industry. And who else is going to fight Gamergate?
Who else is gonna go and translate this stuff to say something completely different to try to control the narrative if it's not us?
Oh, God. So anyway, here's the official Twitter account for this series. To clarify misinformation that has been spread. I wonder if this has been written by AI. To clarify misinformation that has been spread, I'd like to provide some additional information first.
Good.
First, regarding AI assistant translation, we have implemented a system from Mantra Corporation. The system combines their unique machine translation technology with the editing, proofreading by professional translators.
Yes, you have to have a professional translator to go back over it because no matter how well it's written, it's not going to get nuance and things like that. You have to have someone make sure it flows and it sounds correct.
Yeah. Next, about the purpose of simulcast distribution. Unofficial translations are sometimes released for free and circulate as pirate versions. Illegal manga piracy sites that publish these cause serious harm to manga culture and the industry, both domestically and internationally. That's true. Why pay for it if you can get it for free, right? The Ancient Magus Bride has also continuously suffered from such damages. Initiatives like the one we're undertaking now have been proven effective in reducing piracy damage, as demonstrated by precedent cases with Shueisha's works. Yeah, so basically they're like, we don't give you time to pirate and translate it because we're going to release it at the same time. And that's actually,
smart.
Given the global appetite for manga, that makes sense to do that. And a lot of Japanese folks speak fluent enough English that they could oversee a translation, be like, yeah, this is pretty decent. Finally, regarding books produced and licensed officially by foreign publishers, if there are any offers from various companies, they will continue to be considered. If conditions are met, publications will proceed as before. Situation remains unchanged. Basically, get fucked. Get fucked.
Well,
hop on the train to Pussy Town. And they're like, we're not going to change it.
Let's see, that would be translated by a localizer differently. Some pussy ass bitches. One
commenter released an image containing a series of disrespectful tweets from so-called localizers in the past regarding their localizations. This has been going on for a while. Yeah, the true joy of localization really is seeing what you can get away with. I look forward to the day we can just leave everything in Japanese and still cash a paycheck. So yeah, they have a collection of some of these tweets, and there have been a lot of liberties taken with translations. Let's put it that way. Now they're pissed. In reaction to the aforementioned string of tweets, many were not at all forgiving of the localizer's plight. Scared the AI will actually just do the translation instead of fixing content and adding unfunny jokes is finally becoming a thing. They'd be getting a mediocre job by paying localizers too. This is way cheaper. Can't wait till all you woke localizers go broke for doing a disservice to the fans. If only translators wouldn't try to fix the content they're translating, especially Japanese works that make it to Western audiences, suffer. Time for a career change. Yeah, most people, most anime fans are like, yeah, tough luck.
Yeah.
Tough luck.
Because people just want the translation. That's why these other companies like Seven Seas and stuff got in so much trouble because people were mad. Because like your job is to bring us the content and translate it directly and let the reader decide. Your job isn't to change everything to make it, the way you want it to be and then say that's what it is.
Hear this one. Oh boy. I am unfortunately doing some of my finest localization work on the anime about the high school girl who is legitimately sexually attracted to a corgi.
Oh. I don't have anything for that. Sorry.
Sucks to be you. Yeah. I mean, this is the same thing is going to happen with all these other non-essential, ridiculous jobs that these activists made up for themselves. Basically anything they can do to act as a commissar or a stopgap, wait, we're the censors. We gotta, you have to run everything through us. The sensitivity readers and the localizers and the, whatever. And it's a very, very small group of people.
I'm just happy someone's telling them no.
They need to be told no. Another day for thanking God. Please replace them all with AI. Yeah. So there are receipts for this. And I think this era of fuckery with translations, I think it's...
You can't say that. They'll change it. Unless it's 2 women or 2 dudes, and they'll leave fuckery in there.
Yeah, right. I never understood the logic behind that. Like, they're like, hey, yeah, Mortal Kombat. Yeah, we got to make sure that these women are like properly covered. I'm like, you're going to be seeing them from the inside and not in the fun way.
Yeah.
They're going to get cut in half and stuff. And you're worried about them having a little too much cleavage. Like, they're going to rip that bitch in half. What are you talking about?
This comment, though. Oh, no, all those years of doing your job wrong on purpose and making yourself expendable coming back to bite you in the ass. Take a good long look at your own obsolescence. Congratulations, you played yourself. I'm sorry, that was fun.
That is fun. The 30-year-old localizer. Oh, God. Yeah, pretty much. I mean,
wait, when they say 30-year-old localizer, failed writer tries to turn Japanese to English translation job into a writing career.
Yeah.
Primary decision-making factor is whether he thinks it'll piss off the gamers the most. It's not censorship, dude. I'm just removing any content that I think was moral busybodies would find objectable. Punches up dialogue so that every character now has the exact same smug asshole personality. Wants primary credit for scripts he translates, disparages the actual writer. Only gets away
I've seen that.
Yes. Only gets away because niche Japanese media isn't considered high art and would be seen as a hack if he were to translate a proper novel. What do you mean cultural context? Translator notes are cringe. Has active contempt for the target audience of the media he translates, tries to market to people like him. This sounds like Hollywood.
Yeah.
Opinions reinforced by echo chamber of fellow localizers on social media. Hot damn, it's Hollywood. This looks like a perfect place to insert a reference to an epic meme that'll be dated in a year. Openly admits he makes decisions just to own the gamers, but then gets mad if you say he has an agenda. Scripts look like they're written by a failed reboot of
Gex. Yeah.
Okay, I couldn't read it because it's blurry.
So... I mean, replace this with comic book writer, current year. Replace this with
script writer, current year. TV show writer.
Replace it with any of these pop culture journalists. Pussy ass bitch. Yeah. And so they're trying to basically they're all going to be in cahoots now. Like all these activist people. Writers, creators, whatever. They're not creators, hacks. They're all going to be in cahoots now because they all have to save themselves. And they all came in as one group. Like they all came in at the same time. The journos and the localizers and the comic book writers and all these people came in at the same time and basically took over pop culture. And now their time is done because the machine can do their job better than they can. And it actually makes a case for the companies to use AI because having them on these projects is actually costing them money, costing them credibility. And they got to go. They got to go. Get out of here. Learn the code. Well, no, the machine can even do that better than you, too. So sucks to be you, right? Mm-hmm. We're going to wrap this up. Mm-hmm. Please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants, and we'll talk later.
Bye.